There is no such thing as my life and your life. It's one life. So, will you experience this or will you believe the nonsense that I'm speaking? Psychologists don't believe this. They don't believe that one can live without a dream. I think Freud went to the extent of saying, you can live without sleep, but you can't live without a dream. They study sick people and make conclusions about the whole humanity. And these conclusions are, there is a certain usefulness to it. At the same time, they are phenomenally wrong. They're phenomenally wrong. They're just taking away the other possibility of what a human being can be, saying that this is what a human being can be, nothing more, nothing less.
Namaskaram Sadhguru. You have said that if somebody is really willing, you are available to them beyond their logic. So if anybody in this room is really willing, can you read their mind? Or say I am in Shimla and thinking about you and really willing that yes, please initiate me or guide me. Will you know about it?
So, can I read your mind? I don't waste my time reading people's mind because it's… I don't read even my mind because it's a trash bin. Because what is in your mind? Do you have a choice what is in your mind? From your childhood, whatever you're exposed to, what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, everything is in your mind, isn't it? Your mind is society's garbage bin. You have no choice. If this person speaks, I will take it. If this person speaks, I will not take it. Do you have such a choice? If I abuse you, you will remember it much more than if I say nice things to you, yes or no? Hello? So, it is a trash can, it gets everything. You can choose what to use and what not to use. That choice you have if you're not in a reactive state. But you have no choice about what is in your mind, isn't it? Just everything that you've been exposed to is there in your mind. People who are busy spreading lies in the world talk about a pure mind. How can trash can be pure? How can a garbage bin be pure? If you remove half the brain, pure mind. Otherwise, everything that you gathered is there. The choice of what to use and what not to use, that is your choice. Hello? That differentiates you from each other. One person chooses the right things, another person randomly chooses whatever, so accordingly your personalities get determined. But do you really have a choice what to contain in your mind? All the filth in the world is there in the mind, isn't it? You have no choice about what to hold in your mind. If you think, I should not hold this, only that will stay. Right now as an experiment, all of you, just close your eyes, 10 seconds. You should not think about a monkey, okay? No monkeys for 10 seconds. Only monkeys, isn't it? So I'm saying you don't have a choice. Everything that's good and bad and nonsense, everything that's come your way is in your mind. You cannot choose. You cannot choose what to hold. You can only choose what to use. That choice also many people have lost. So don't talk about reading your mind. I don't want to walk through all that filth. Hello? I don't even go through my mind, forget about yours. But the basic question is something else, it's just I picked on something on the side. I must tell you this, I have initiated more people in the world whom I have never met than people that I have met. I have met a few million people, but I've initiated many times more people who have never met, they have never seen me, they have never know anything about me. Just if they were in a moment of absolute willingness, we won't miss the chance. So, what absolute willingness means is, you are conscious and you have no will of your own, you're simply here. If you are like that in Shimla, doesn't matter. You are Simla or North Pole, it doesn't matter because consciousness has no distance. You are talking about being in the same room, this is only the problem of the body. Your body is there, my body is here. It's very clear. This is my body, that's your body. This is my mind, that's your mind. Clear. Here and there it may overlap, we may agree a little bit. But this is my mind, that's your mind. Never have you found another person whose mind is exactly like yours, have you? So you thought when you were in love. But the moment you got married, you realized they have their own mind. Hello? No, you're a young girl, you don't know probably. It will happen. So this is my mind, this is my body, that is your body, that is your mind. These things are right now, at least for now, distinctly separate. But I want you to understand, there is no such thing as my life and your life. You hold a little bit of the same thing, I hold a little bit of the same thing. It's like in Simla, you grew up in Simla? In Simla, do you blow soap bubbles when you were in school or something? You did. Suppose you and me, today we have a soap bubble competition. You and me going to blow soap bubbles. My bubble is this big, yours is this much. So I say, see, look at this big bubble is my bubble. Hook, it went. Then I don't say this is my air, that is your air. When the bubble is holding, this is my bubble, that's your bubble. Just like that, this is my body, that's your body. Right now. The moment it breaks, there is no such thing as my life and your life. It's one life. So, will you experience this or will you believe the nonsense that I'm speaking? This is the only question. If you experience it, after that, I don't have to tell you, be nice to the person who is sitting next to you, don't rob them, don't kill them, don't do this, don't do that. Would you need it? Did anybody tell you this little finger is a helpless little finger, don't cut it, don't chop it, don't hammer it? Did anybody tell you? Why you're taking care of it? Because you experience this as a part of myself. If you experience all life as part of myself, then nothing would be needed, everywhere it's connected. So I'm saying, in Simla or wherever you want, if you simply sit there, not as a man, not as a woman, not as a person, just as life, we are always waiting. You must do some inner engineering. There's a program called inner engineering. We can do one thing, only if you're committed, because we don't want to offer this to people who don't value this, because this is a tremendous tool. Millions of lives have been transformed with this. There is a 7-day online session. In all languages it's there, in English it's in my voice, in other languages it's dubbed. Simple 7 steps that you take to undo your mind. Then there is a simple practice which has to be done more directly, which is called as Shambhavi Mahamantra. What it does is to you, if you sit here, your body is here, your mind is there, what is you is little away from these two things. Is it true that you gathered this body over a period of time? Hello? You gathered it. Is it true you also gathered the content of your mind? Yes. What you gather can be yours, can never ever be you, isn't it? Suddenly if I pick up this vessel and say, this is my vessel, you will think, Sadhguru has some problem, but everybody says he is wise, let us listen some more. After some time I will say, this is me, then you'll say, let's go. The moment I say this is me, you know this is a case. But this is happening to you every day. Food comes in your plate, you say, this is my food. You eat it and then you say, this is me. It's a case, isn't it? Hello? Hello? Case or no? The moment you believe what is not you as yourself, then you are on the pitch of madness. Your only comfort right now is, everybody is like this only. That's how it is in a madhouse. Only a doctor is crazy in the mental asylum, you know, others are all normal only. Yes, I'm saying, suppose you take these two fingers and start poking your eyeballs, we would think there is some ailment, isn't it? Hello? Yes or no? If you start hurting yourself, every day you take the sharpness of your mind and keep poking yourself, is there an ailment or no? That's all. If you are causing any suffering to yourself, that is the case. But everybody is like that only, that is the advantage right now, that is a cover-up. Everybody being like that doesn't make it normal. Hello? No, I don't think that's normal. So if your normal life, even for one moment, we'll get you in Shimla. And what is that? 99,999. What is the frequency? No, without that frequency, we'll get you on the 100. Thank you. If you bring a certain level of awareness into your life, dream will completely disappear. Psychologists don't believe this. They don't believe that one can live without a dream. I think Freud went to the extent of saying, you can live without sleep, but you can't live without a dream. Dream is so important, all the time it's on, you know? REM, you know what's REM? Yeah. So, in sleep, this is all the time going on. Because these Freuds and Youngs and other people, they never get to study a yogi or a Buddha. They only study sick people. Yes? They study sick people and make conclusions about the whole humanity. And these conclusions are, you know, there is a certain usefulness to it. At the same time, they are phenomenally wrong. They're phenomenally wrong. They're just taking away the other possibility of what a human being can be, saying that this is what a human being can be, nothing more, nothing less. This happened to Freud. One man came and his problem is he believes that he's dead. So, Freud being a father of psychoanalysis, he set up a treatment for him. Every day, he will stand in front of the mirror and go on saying, dead men don't bleed, dead men don't bleed, dead men don't bleed, dead men don't bleed. This is the mantra. Every day, minimum 3 hours, stand in front of the mirror and go on telling yourself, dead men do not bleed. So he did this for a few months, and when Freud felt the situation was right, he took a pin and pricked that man's finger. Blood came. What does it say now? He looked at it with joy and said, dead men do bleed. And Freud himself was so terrified of death. Do you know this? He was so terrified of death. It was his dream to see the Egyptian pyramids. Freud desperately wanted to see Egyptian pyramids. But he was so terrified of death, all his life he could never muster enough courage to go there. And this man makes the ultimate statement about humanity, okay? There is value to his study, I'm not trying to dismiss everything, but they should not make ultimate statements about humanity, that's only one face of humanity. Insanity is just one face of humanity. Compulsiveness is just one face of humanity. That's not everything. There is a way of raising beyond all those things. If only Freud has a subject who could, suppose he found a yogi and studied him, then all his conclusions would have been very, very different. I will not go into the whole gamut of what dreams are. Actually, there are 4 types of dreams. One can have 4 different types of dreams. 90% of the dreams that people have are simply unfulfilled desires. Just unfulfilled desires trying to find expression when you're in sleep. If people don't dream, lot of them would be much more frustrated than they are right now, because dreams sort of satisfy their desiring process. Many things that they cannot do in their life, they will do in their dreams. Yes, so that's why the dream makers, the dream machines have become so popular. The cinema and television has become so popular because now you can just sit there popping the corn without doing anything. You can fall in love with somebody, you can fight, you can bash the whole Martians who come from somewhere you know. You can do everything, still popping the corn. It gives you don't have to do anything with your life. So the dream machines are so popular because dream satisfies. Without living you can live. That's the significance of dream. Without any risk you can fall in love, without any risk you can fall out. If you do it in your life, all these things will cost. It'll cost life, you know. But in the cinema, 3 hours you can fall in love and fall out. You can fight, have battles and works and come out without a scratch on your body. It's, you know, it gives you a free experience of life, but it's not life. There's a very big difference. So dreams are also just like that. Projection is just happening in your own mind, but it is the same thing. 90% of the dreams belong to this. But there are other kinds of dreams which could be giving you access to other aspects of life, which are rare. If I talk about it, you may start imagining everything about every little dream that you have, which is dangerous. So I would generally say, discount the dreams as just empty nonsense that's happening. If some dream is of a certain significance, anyway it'll manifest in a much more powerful way than just being a dream that you saw and you forgot. It'll anyway find much bigger manifestation instead of trying to read meanings into dreams, because once you enter that space, your imagination you can't control, it'll just fly off. Everything, every corner you will start seeing spirits and this and that and works. You know, anybody you see and you little attracted, you think, oh, I know them from their past life, and you know, this is happening to all the new age people. Every day on the street they're meeting their past life connections and all this, because you have no brakes on your imagination. Once you set it forth, it will just run, it'll simply run. So, it's best to be skeptical and say, okay, all this is just nonsense. If something is beyond the nonsense, it will anyway pursue you, it won't leave you. So, how to stop them? Why, make them nice. Can't you produce good movies? Free cinema, why don't you enjoy it? But if you want to stop it, don't try to stop it. If you become meditative, dreams will disappear. You know, today also these things are going, we never usually subject ourselves to these things, but this happened a few years ago. Out of some obligation, I said, okay. They wanted to wire me and study what's happening with me. So they wanted to study my gamma whatever. What is it? Gamma waves or rays? What is it? Waves. So they put up, I don't know, a dozen electrical connections and they said, you meditate. I said, okay. Then they shook me like this and I said, okay, what does your machine say? They said, by all parameters you're dead. So I have been diagnosed dead by the doctors, you better watch out. Either dead or brain dead, whichever way. So if you can be like this, you are fully alive, but you're dead. You're wide awake, but you're fast asleep. If you can be like this, then all this nonsense that they're talking is not relevant to you. And every human being can be like this. It is not far away. It's not happened because people have not looked in that direction at all, that's all. It is not difficult, it's not far away, it need not take a lifetime. It is just that people have never looked in the direction, they're all looking in a different direction. That's the only problem.